What's up, everybody? How are you doing? I hope everybody's doing well out there. I, ooh, honey, I needed to talk to my family. I really did. What's up to all my womb sisters out there? I'm so glad to see you guys, the new members of the Womb School. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for everybody that went to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. I hosted a watch party earlier this morning, and it was talking about, why my family thinks I'm an asshole and disturbing patterns. And I really was talking about just a lot of shit that we have written off as okay in the black community and our black families, and how my black family has been that ignorant southern church. We just gonna pray over every illness type of shit, all of that. So you guys can go and watch that watch party. But for those of you that don't know, I've been on this healing journey. I came back to Mobile, Alabama, which is the place my father is from. This is my father's hometown, and my family is here, my father's side of the family. And I didn't know this side of the family for a very long time. My first time meeting them was 15 years ago. So I'm here really learning how to be family. I know them but don't know them. As you guys know, my backstory is that I come from this serious Christian family. I'm a revolutionary. I don't believe in no Jesus, no white Jesus. I'm not a Christian. So that's a part of my story, my healing. And I'm seeing that I said I was going to be here for the summer. And this is day 4. And y'all listen. I'm so ready to get the fuck home. A part of me wants to go home, back to Atlanta. Because even though I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, I ain't felt like that was my home in a long time. I became a flight attendant right after Berkeley, and I traveled. I've lived in over 10 cities, and Atlanta by far is my favorite, hands down. People can't tell me it's no chocolate city. You can't tell me about Dallas, New York. You can't tell me about none of that shit, because it's a unique historical essence of niggas running shit in Atlanta. The black excellence is real. An elevated black experience is real. When you talk about progressive people, progressive minds, black-owned businesses, that shit is real in Atlanta. And when I come here, I automatically notice it's a shutdown in energy. Like, y'all niggas is sad here. I love y'all and shit. I do. But we got to be honest right now. I feel like I'm speaking in such a different language. Like, I finally got a fresh pack yesterday. Finally. And I'm like, shit, I'm trying to find a plug in Atlanta. Everybody's doing it. It's just 420 friendly. And here, it's like an act of Congress. Not that it is. Oh, Lord, boy, I tell you. What you say? And to think Atlanta almost became a sundown town. Yeah, but Atlanta people started busting back. And I'm glad you brought that up. The pool hall owners, the gangsters, and all those people, they started busting back because they actually tried to go and assassinate, or not even assassinate, but really terminate and kill and go on a killing spree all through Atlanta. It was a full riot, but the black people, they bust back and won. So that's the spirit that you have there in Atlanta. And honey, these niggas here, they think the white man's ice is colder. They really do. And I'm talking about specifically the Mobile. Since I've been here for 4 days, I have gotten reminded of the colorism y'all niggas struggle with here. It's so disgusting. That is so disgusting. Oh my Lord. I have to keep saying in front of my nieces and nephews, I hope I get 5 shades darker or something. Because y'all need to know a black person that's not phased and moved by this light skin. You know what I'm talking about. That stuff I remember. It's all over now. Okay, because white supremacy is global, so all y'all niggas is sick with it, this whole light skin culture thing. But see, I'm that chick. Me and my man, we like to get darker. I'm still hoping Garvey gets 2 shades darker so that he can look like his daddy and be dark skinned. Y'all niggas is sick down here with that shit. I know it's like that in Chicago too. I know it's like that in LA. They want white bright next to light, or white light next to bright, whatever. White bright next to bright, whatever. Light bright next to white. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Ignorant shit. You gotta be a thick red bone. That's the standard for a lot of dumb Negroes. That's not for the elevated ones, though. But y'all niggas really are, y'all, I hate this, it's all around me. It's all around me. And not only that, when we talking about businesses, and let's not even get to businesses, because this is a toxic behavior that we have in our family. And I've seen in mine. And I've seen in the black community. So it's not just something I've noticed. We congratulate, but we will slick hate on each other. We do that slick hate shit. Because the slick hate means I'm just not going to talk about what you're doing. I'm not going to ask about what you're doing. I'm not going to engage you about what you're doing. Like they'll just ignore your greatness. That's how they do. They'll ignore your greatness, but they'll be fucking taking notes though. What y'all do? Y'all help us help. But see, in Atlanta, man, and I'm gonna sound like that New Yorker when that New Yorker moves anywhere. You know how they be talking about, man, if this is New York, I'm about to sound like that. In Atlanta, we congratulate, baby. What you doing for your business? What you doing? What are you doing? My niece talking about she in here baking. I'm like, baby, we finna do a family cookbook. I'm telling you how to write an ebook. This baby don't know you don't have to go to a job. They filling out applications. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. But that's the average person's immediate go-to. And I don't even know how to think like that. I'm like, baby, what can we create? What can we create? I'm like, baby, ask your auntie. Ask your auntie, baby. You 24 years old, baby. I got you. See, I'm here to learn how to be an aunt. My man told me, go to impart that wisdom to them. You be that. And see, I'm so used to saying, fuck these dumb niggas, let me go. I ain't got time. I do this motherfucking cookbook myself. I'm like, baby, this is what I do. You health conscious, sweetie, I got you. What you need to do? This is real shit we deal with our family. They be very brilliant. They great. We got resources. Why we don't think about pulling it together and doing something with this? Somebody in the family hadn't broke out. And if somebody in the family has broke out, they ain't came back and reached back for nobody. That's a problem. It's hard for me to just talk to black people because that's become my family because I wasn't connected to my family. Black people have become my family, and I've just been giving game to them because they'll eat it up and receive it. This is how you write your book. You need to make your brand like this, set your logo up like that. This is how you build your database. This is how you manage your database. This is how you create these streams of income. This is how you can work from anywhere, work from your phone, work from your laptop. I got it, baby. Such as I have, I give unto you. I haven't been able to give it unto them. I haven't felt comfortable to give it to these niggas, and I see why. They think Mr. Charlie Ice is colder. They think that black people moving into their community is a bad thing. I listen to people when I'm out and shopping and everything. These niggas don't even like each other here. They don't like themselves. They really don't. If you said this to any of them, they would be like, what? I finally broke down and gave my niece a reading. We went out to eat. We went to this place called Heroes. And I'm going to post a picture of what I got to eat and what they got to eat. And my niece doesn't mind me sharing this, but my niece had a that surgery where it becomes a sleeve, that weight loss surgery where they put a sleeve and they cut off a piece of your intestine and all that stuff. She had that done. She also had years of birth control use, the birth control they put in your arm. She had, blew up, gained so much weight. I remember that about my niece. And, she got the weight loss surgery. I don't know how long ago, but she lost 75 pounds from, since December to now, I think. But I noticed what they got to eat and what I got to eat. You know what I'm saying? I got a fruit cup. I wasn't going to get nothing because I had ate before I came, and unfortunately I had some spaghetti. It was some spaghetti I made with some ground turkey because we was cooking for the family. I went on ahead and cooked something for the family, kind of low-key health conscious, whatever. The best you can do. Himalayan sea salt, fresh garlic, put some basil in it. Do your best with your family, you know what I mean? But I did use some daggum I had a few pieces of that Kaneka sausage. You know I'm detoxing, and I had to drink all types of teas and flush my system, and I'm still flushing after it. But baby, that's the norm for y'all, eating like that. And I fuck around and stuff like that, but I went to the gym with my niece as well, and I noticed we was on the treadmill. She just talked and talked. I ain't even get my heart rate up. When we went over there to the weights, you know, she has a lot of skin that she's losing and stuff like that. And I was helping her with the weight resistance. That was really fun. But I noticed, I told her, and I roasted her later. I said, girl, I hope you don't think that was no workout. We ain't even break a sweat. I'm like, y'all, you know, we need to quit this. I'm like, and I woke up this morning, because, you know, when you're in another place, you kind of, you know, your schedule, your routine, you kind of getting in your routine still. But I know one thing, I'm like, oh no, I'm not eating. I played that little one, you know, that first night or two game with them, eat what they eat. Well, you know, whatever. Even I was still a little conscious and whatever, but I got up yesterday with a mind to have a big ass bowel movement. I need to fucking be blowing this colon. I need colon blow. I know, Leola. I know. I had a piece. Girl, I'm from Birmingham. I'm still country at the end of the day, and I know that shit ain't good for us. Don't listen, I'm being honest right now. We got so many people that's health conscious and slip off and do stuff and act like they don't. I'm not that person. This is why I can talk. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, that's how it is. That's how it is for normal people. I can't imagine having to deal with this on a daily basis, though. This type of thing. You know, some people think it's funny, like my brother think it's funny to not be health conscious. He don't want to, you know, eat that 100% organic maple syrup. He want argo syrup. That thick syrup look like motor oil. That's what my niece and them talking about they like. Y'all know that thick syrup? Like, wow. And I'm not trying to judge or be mean. It's like, this is the part of healing that's not easy. You know? To have to not say something, to not be able to express yourself fully, to be so frustrated inside. And then to be misunderstood. I was feeling a little homesick before I went to bed. I was like, man, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here right now today. But I know that I wouldn't be accomplishing nearly, you know, a piece of what I came here to do. Because that's the pattern of running away from things. That other pattern, we see each other, we don't say something. We got a lot of mental illness in the black community. We got a lot of people abusing children, having dysfunctional relationships and doing crazy shit because we are still in trauma as a family. We don't know how to talk about shit in the South. That's those toxic Southern values. We don't talk about shit. And we talk about each other, around each other's back. No, see, I'll make a motherfucking video. I'm gonna make the platform where we gonna be open about this shit. It's gonna be an open forum. But I'm not gonna be the person that's not gonna say it. Absolutely not. And it doesn't matter. This is the truth. If one of my family members want to say, well, I don't appreciate, we have the decision to talk about it or not talk about it. But this is honest. That sausage, this shit, you can do these things in moderation. I'm not saying everybody got to be vegan. I'm not saying that everybody got to be vegetarian. You live your life. People gonna live their life. People gonna die with diabetes that are watching this video. A lot of you will still die with illnesses, and you know the truth. It's a lot of different things that keep us from living our best life on a spiritual level, a physical level, emotional level, a soul level. There's a lot of shit we deal with, so I'm in no position to really judge anybody, but I just know that that's reality. I can know everything I know, but I'm still healing. A part of being a healer is to always be in a healing process. Don't you dare expect perfection from healers. You just don't. But I'm sitting up here looking at the things that we struggle with as a people. The colorism is disgusting. The white Jesus, the Christianity all in your face bothers me. Because it's goddamn, I ain't even listened to no neo soul yesterday. Like, I can't even listen to my neo soul, like, loud, like that. Because it's considered secular music. It's considered, whatever. Like, oh, what? I'm trying, like, I'm listening to a fly ass neo soul track, like, it's running through my veins right now. Like, I'm enraptured in a state of music, like, all the time. Enraptured in music. And I gotta turn it down here. My knees playing gospel. Like, I heard My Life Is in Your Hands, Kirk Franklin. You know, I haven't heard that song in so long. I heard this song from way back in the day. I want to see the blessed day. Da, 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 da. Sacrifice his life and for my liberty. Da, da, da. Oh, I want to see the blessed day. That song. Do you know how old that song is? Like, it's 2019. I just heard that in the car. Like, it's a girl my age. My niece is my age. This what we got on in the car? What? We ain't got on no Erykah Badu or nothing like that. Like, I'll take some Beyonce. Like, can we get FM? We can't even get FM in the car. The church is very much hovering over all black people here to not be Christian. Like, they still don't like, you know. I said I was going to go to church with them Sunday or whatever. But it's like, I just feel like, oh, Lord, I just don't know. Today, I don't know, y'all. I was feeling real good about it. See, I'm a Sag with a Pisces moon. I'm present with life right now. Life don't just stay like this. Life is like this, honey. I'm present with this thing. Like, some days it's gonna be great. Some days it's gonna be like, y'all niggas is fucking crazy. She said, no, it's 9:60 a.m. exactly. Which one? My Liberty with Yolanda Adams. I can't. Was that what it was? Girl. Sacrifices life for my liberty. Whoa, I want to see the blessed face of them to die for me. They think this white man died for them. He ain't died for me, and I know that. But I gotta whisper that shit out here. You see me whispering, Geminis? And shout out to my Geminis. I ain't even really been able to give y'all a decent read, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for my Geminis right now, but it's your season, baby. I got a lot of Geminis in my family, actually, too. You know, but y'all, you know, and just really quick, I'm going to do a really quick reading because I kind of want to remind you guys about this season and Gemini season. This is one of the characteristics. Shit'll flip, baby. Shit will flip, baby. You got to be present with it. It's about talking, though. Gemini represents communication. Gemini is an air sign. So air signs carry messages. Air signs connect. Air signs, Geminis will teach you friendship, too. See, my fire self, I've been said, this is done. Fuck you. Burn this bridge. I'm out of here. But see, Geminis, they teach me about relationships because they know how to detach from shit. They know how to be like, girl, whatever. Girl, go to church, have fun, blah, blah, blah. They keep it light because that's what air does. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they've always worked for me. Because we need to be present with all these things, know how to use all of these elements, and know how to understand all of these elements. You know, yeah, you got to whisper that shit. I know the white Jesus ain't real for me, but I have to see them in their regular emotional pain. We all carry mental illness as black people, but we have unresolved trauma and we have undiagnosed mental health concerns too in the black community. Well, she said it's not necessarily the city, but the ecosystem that you may be tapped into. I had to change my ecosystem. Which ecosystem? You Gemini, awesome. Yeah, Geminis are my favorite, baby. Like, y'all keep it pushing, y'all keep it moving. You can help people figure out anything. Y'all don't like to get that deep into stuff either. My niece right now, like I told her, she had called me a crack fiend last night because I was trying to get my hands on my pack and see where it was. I'm like, I don't, you know, this is like my second day here. I really ain't even got no steady supply yet, no plug yet. Like, what the fuck? I've been saying, hey, where the plug? And y'all niggas is too slow to put it together for your auntie. And then I gotta buy my own shit. Once I found my shit, and from the dude, he was so fucked up on lean. We was at my granny house, took a little detour to my granny house, which was my daddy's first wife. And she's not really my grandma, but that's my brother's mama. Keep up with me now. We go off to her house, talk to her. She gives me life. She's hilarious. She get to praying over this boy. He goes out for a little bit, come back in, fucked up on lean. He fucked up, like all fucked up. And he ends up getting it for me. Okay? I asked just a 25, goddammit. 25. These niggas, I gave them $40. I was supposed to get $15 back. I got $10 back. It took him forever to go in the car. He stumbled into the car. When we finally get to the boy house or whatever, it was just a mess. And then I get this little pack like this. That's what my $30 done got me, or my $40 done got me. That was the hood cousin. These niggas so slow here. I'm like, what the fuck? But this was what was so crazy is that he came in. Our granny house fucked up, spraying all his money. Don't ask me why. Yeah, granny, I'm working here. I'm making $15 an hour. Da, 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 da. You know, I got money. I don't know why he feel like he need to floss like this. I'm making this, and I got this per month. Da, da, da. Okay. When we go, he's like, oh, you need me to find you something, auntie? I got you. You need 50 or 25. I said, let me just get 25. I said, unless y'all want to go in on it with me or whatever. Well, I'm not going to beg y'all to do some 420 hospitality with me. Do we move this slow? Like, if you came to me and to my city, when you come to my city, I'm already have you a pack. Welcome. What you do? You need a blunt. You need a pipe. What you want, baby? You already got you. What do I have to do? We can't figure this out for your auntie right now. When niggas start talking about money, it's hush hush. Like, that's why I'm like, where the Africans at? They was silent as fuck. Like, what in the fuck? What y'all doing? Like, y'all ain't really about that life. Like, I don't know. They just move like that. They real funny like that. Here, I remember that silliness about the South. I don't miss that. It's that you can't. I couldn't be single down here. That's what I said, Latoya. They were supposed to have me all together. Who have to ask for somebody to? It's like asking a nigga to give me a compliment. I don't need to do that. I'm asking you to treat me right. How to treat it. How you properly welcome somebody. And then the one chick that was hood enough that felt me and I got some. We had a good little session together. We went out to eat at Heroes. It was me, my niece, and her good friend. 42-year-old lady, whatever. You know, she real cool. Late March. She was cool ass hood lady I needed. Cool. But like she was talking about, yeah, man, you know, I would have had you and I could have you. But she ain't come through on it. Like she let me just, smoke a little of hers and that was it. And then, that's what I'm saying. I'm the cool auntie. Like, what are y'all doing? I don't know. Oh boy. So Sunday, because the family dynamic is that my brother is the alpha dog, and he's gonna feel some type of way if I don't go to his church to start with this Sunday. Well, I had decided I wanted to go to my dad's first wife's church because she's a pastor and she's crazy kooky. I love her. She's a character, and that's where my niece and the girl that smoke weed go. Keep up. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go to their church. I could be entertained there. La 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 la. At least I can get lit on the way. Well, after just being in all of this ignorant, colorism, foolish, I love you family type of shit. Like, I love them, but it's just still weird to come to an environment where niggas just operate so differently. And for my niece to say to me, when I called her on the phone after she dropped me off, she was like, auntie, you was acting like a crack fiend, about that. I said, I had to send her a text. I said, baby, that man in your back seat, this boy was stumbling around and all this type of stuff. He couldn't get himself together. We had to keep watching and making sure he wasn't leaving money on the ground as he walked. I said, that was the crack fiend, baby. Don't cry. I said, I'm trying to get my hands on what I need. And I'm frustrated. I'm having to see people be prayed over and go through shit and listen to people's stories and be patient. And look, my nerves are a little shot at the end of all of this. And then I don't even have a regular supply. I'm dealing with a lot, and y'all just, And so I started roasting them. I said, okay, so this is what we're doing. I said, you know what? I'm just going to reach out on Facebook and talk to strangers because I think they'll get me more than you guys are. I think I'm speaking in another language. I think I'm speaking in, Zulu, Swahili, Portuguese. I don't know what other language I need to speak for y'all down here. So I just kind of go off like that in the car when we get in the car. I'm just like, okay, this is what we're doing. All right, Negroes, we have the church service. We don't know how to get weed, Lord Jesus. We don't know what you're talking about. I don't need all of that. Like, I started roasting them a tiny little bit. So they not used to that. So they was like, man, you was tripping, auntie. Well, she just called me and was like, you was acting like a little fiend a little bit, No, I wasn't. I actually was not. But the dude on lean was the actual fiend. Who was the dude on lean? Who does lean? I know niggas in the A do it or whatever. But these niggas here really be on purpose. They be really doing shit here. They be really on drugs here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Baby, all I do is reefer. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody pulled out some damn smack just from Harlem Renaissance, 1960s, honey. Frankie Lyman. Heroin. I wouldn't be surprised. Just go roping shit up. What my damn. Tying they shit off. Yeah, auntie, I got you. You want what you want? 50. I got you, auntie. Like, what the? Just tying themselves off. That's what I feel like I'm going to see shortly, like with these niggas. Like, I done had some sausage and shit. Girl, this shit is from some goddamn sausage. No, I'm playing. I mean, that's stress, cortisol. I'm still detoxing, but it motivated me, though. It motivated me. My niece lives around the block from her grandma now. We've driven around there, but this time we walked. I said, y'all know we can run this next time. It wasn't even like 2 blocks. I'm like, y'all so sedentary here. What'd you say? Yeah, our community is completely gone. Yeah, Xanax, opioids. I know, baby. Ooh. Like, I'm like, we ain't even talking about being conscious and being on another level, intellectual. It ain't even about being intellectual. Like, motherfuckers, can we get niggas that's sober? Like, at one point, I was like, I think I'm just dealing with a wall of drugs. Like, it's a fog of drugs I'm dealing with certain people you may run into here. These niggas, like, it's just kind of gone. And then the other ones is gone into Yolanda Adams and my life is in your hands. Do, 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 do. Kirk Franklin. Can't think for themselves. It's no other religion but Christianity. It's nothing, no other book but the Bible. It's different levels to this conscious shit. Like, there's niggas here that's like saying they conscious, but they references is everything still biblical. Like, you couldn't really be. You should be green. You don't need to know what lean is. It's cough syrup mixed with soda. Mixed with soda. Yeah. Yeah. It is the new norm, baby. Prescription pills are the new norm. And I'm like, reefer, bitch, let me tell you something. I'm so fucked up right now. I have matches. I don't even have a damn lighter. My lighter went out. And they don't even have no lighter around here. Like, I had to fucking do my ritual this morning and light my charcoals for my rituals. When I light my herbs, child, they'll probably string me and nail me to the cross if they knew I was doing rituals out here lighting, herbs for spirits. Y'all may as well get me somewhere else to stay. They probably, once they see this video, they gonna throw me out, ain't it? I'm gonna fuck everything up, ain't it? No, I'm just playing. It'll be fine. But they the type that would watch this video and wouldn't tell me they watched it and it'll just start acting funny. But bitch, I'm gonna be here for the summer. I'm your family. You can't get rid of me. You just can't get rid of me. What you said, they take down shifts every day and some of them still function. Yeah, they do. They take them shits every day and still function. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I'm like, I'm just on reefer. Just reefer. Yeah, I know I don't drive. I don't give a fuck about driving. I even know in Georgia, in Atlanta, Some people be like, "Oh, you don't drive? I got a license, bitch. I've been driving all my life. It's fine. Like, I'm cool. Like, I really love being a woman and just sitting and showing up looking cute and buzzed and in my zone and in my shades. Like, y'all hoes have been used to the struggle and the mammy lifestyle. Working hard, living for the city, going down, fighting through traffic, having to back up. I don't want to do any of that anymore. I did it all my life, and I like to relax now. Driving's not fun. It's too hot out here, and again, it's not fun for me. And most of the time, I want to be enjoying my party favor. Not favors, because I ain't even no drinker like that. But let me get my little toot, beep, beep, and get where I need to go and not get pulled over for DUI, DWI, or none of this shit, because I have a very clean record. I don't have no record, no criminal record, and I plan to keep it that way. You can look my shit up. Flight attendant background check passed it. Been a private flight attendant, so I got security clearances. So I like to keep myself under the radar and very much legal. But niggas down here, honey, it ain't uncommon to see that y'all ain't been caught up with the law some type of way, somehow, some ticket, some this, some that. I ain't been to court for shit. No, I ain't been to court for shit. For a goddamn thing. I don't like to interact with the law, and I don't want them interacting with me whatsoever. Ooh. A lighter? I told my nieces and nephews this morning, I sent them a text. I said, get your auntie a lighter. At least. Well, she said, I know. All right, your family plotting on how they can save you. Thank you. No worries. They won't throw you. I be feeling bad because it's like when you speak your truth, niggas. When you be great with it, speak your truth, niggas. When it come to their Jesus, niggas. When it come to the devil, you doing what outside? Niggas. I ain't got time. Y'all better figure it out with me this time, because I'm here to figure this shit out for good. I'm tired of running away from my family because we got different beliefs, because I got different beliefs, because I eat differently, because I want to talk about herbs and shit, because I want to talk about issues, period. We need to have a mediation session. We need a Iyanla fix my life now. I would sign us up. We need it. We need it. You say you're a Christian, but you have nothing that... No, I'm not. Oh, okay. Yeah, from what I heard and read, Jesus got... Yeah, I know, right? I thought you were saying, I say I'm a Christian. I was about to check you like, no, Didrik, I'm not no Christian, but I heard what you were saying. Exactly. They don't even get the fundamentals of it. And I'm more scared of them. I'm more scared of Christians because they be nasty with it. But she thinks she can't mess with her money. Yeah, I know, right? Kirk's right. Oh, I haven't seen that. Matches, girl. Damn. Whew. So, yeah, it's sad because I am scared of my people like that. Because the hoes here, the heifers here, the bitches here, they don't like you to be great. They don't even like themselves here. They don't like themselves here like that. Like, everybody gotta have a light-skinned counterpart to feel validated. Like, that's sad here. And nobody really wants to say it out loud. See, I say that stuff out loud. I use it, yes, they are two-faced. It's girl, it's that church lady energy. You can expect them to be talking about you, but not talking to you. They'll be talking about you to everybody else, but not making a space where you guys can talk together. You can best believe. And that's that thing that we got not only from church, but we got that in the black community. Some people call it crabs in the barrel, but I do know that even being Africans in this system of white supremacy, when you were taken away from your power, when you're subjugated and thinking that your oppressor looks different than you as a white person, you're now inferior. You're now completely changed from your godhood. Your whole DNA, your divine selfhood has been altered. So now everything that you do is from an inferior state. You don't like greatness, especially when it looks like you, because you're not in touch with your own. That's what happens when you're not in touch with your own power of the earth, of your ancestors, of your people. My power, what I practice, African spirituality, it is of the people. It's about community. It's about being connected to your people that look like you, your grandma, your granddad, the people that have passed on that look like you. That's where you get your power from. But if you get your power from something that looks like your oppressor, when people that look like you start sounding powerful, you feel like, let me check it with my oppressor. That's not okay. I don't need to do that. That's not what my oppressor told me it was okay to do. That's the energy here. I could never have this conversation. I had a rant session, and I'm gonna see how if she can send it to me, because the girl that did smoke, my niece and I were in the car, and we were passing over Dolphin Island, going into wherever we were going into. I think Heroes. We were going to Heroes on Dolphin Island Parkway, I think. And I was on my rant. I had to let some stuff out, and the girl actually videotaped me from the back seat. And she said it was on Snapchat. I said, girl, send me that damn video, because I had just had enough. It was just whatever it was on my spirit. I was like, these niggas is just so slow here. I'm like, I still can't even get no motherfucking music in my ears. Can I get some Busta Rhymes? Can I get some hip hop? I gotta listen to fucking gospel. They don't want to be African here. I feel that I have to compromise so much of myself. I feel that inclination to want to isolate and run back to what I know. But I can't do that. Every time I run, I'm a runner. People are runners, and we do it in our own way. We stop when it feels too bad, when we're starting to face things that we didn't want to face. That's the very thing that you have to get to get to the other side of your greatness. That fear that you feel, you have to run right into that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm running right on into it. That is the price that you pay for being conscious. You have to really do your work. You have to do it unapologetically. You have to do it with grace. I have to go in this house, spray myself down, know that I gotta respect their rules. I don't want to make their fucking house smell like loud. You know what I'm saying? I got my damn spray. My little sweet niece, she gave me some good essential oil spray. This stuff is good. Girl, it's called Poo-Pourri. Before you go, y'all heard of this? It's lavender and vanilla and citrus essential oils. I know I gotta do this type of shit. With my Afrocentric fanny pack. I'm that auntie. I am that auntie. Figuring out how to do this without running. Exactly, you're a runner too? Oh yeah, I just cut off. We cut off now in society. That's what we do. We cut off. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. It's much stuff that I've heard from different parties of my family. I'm like, you haven't talked about it together? Like, I don't do that talking about each other and not to each other thing. No. I don't like that. And like I said, I like to just live in truth. Whatever happens. Whether they see this video or not, if they got an issue, it ain't like I ain't got nowhere to go. Okay, if you throw me out, you throw me out. Okay, whatever. I know that's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, it's just that it's a thought process of mine. When people start hearing the truth, we go crazy. He said, I cut you off as a sad spirit. Exactly, I cut you off. And then you got my nerves a little bad. I can't find my shit, and I'm trying to say it in there. Okay, and I had to buy it myself. Like, I ain't even got right now. You don't, I'm trying to heal, but don't get me. Don't fuck me all the way up. You ain't gonna you get your auntie her shit, and I gotta deal with this dumb nigga shit too. Don't do me like that. I can't. It's only so much I can deal with. Okay, and now fucking have a light. So this is a lot of grace. I have to learn how to do this with grace, with patience. I've asked for patience. Don't you ask for patience from your ancestors if you don't believe that they'll put you in situations where you have to develop it, where you must develop it. Patience is sharing goddamn bathrooms with people when you know you cleansing. Patience is knowing that your livelihood is on your laptop and your phone, and you know you got a 2-year-old great niece that may have gotten in your room and could, and you gotta know, hey, let me have a conversation with the mama and say, hey, keep Auntie Doe closed and make sure she don't go in there. I gotta have grace with how I had that conversation and know that I love you, and I know you gonna feel bad when I tell you this, but I gotta temper my words in such a way that baby, it's actually okay. I just gotta let you know how your auntie feel about her equipment. Your auntie, deal with your auntie right now. Your auntie is a little bit paranoid about her camera equipment. This is the way your auntie make her money, baby. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, auntie, I'll make sure. Baby, I know, but how you doing this morning? You good? You know, all right. I know I needed to come talk to you. I knew you was gonna help me out. It's the way you gotta be with your words when you gotta live with people. That's grace. They all being impacted. They're all being impacted by my presence. I can feel it. I can tell. Every day, my presence has done a ton. I'm starting to get little glimpses of what this is going to look like at the end of it. I think a lot of us are going to be changed at the end of my visit for the summer. There are going to be some projects popped off. There are going to be new things that I want to share with you guys. I want to share with you guys, you know, some things about my father, some things about my life. What'd you say? I get the Ginzu out quickly for fuck right now. I chop ASAPly. It don't matter who. I know. That's how my usual pattern was too. That's how I was feeling it like that last night. I was like, I'm about to fucking, and I hadn't hit the loud either before I had thought this. So maybe that, whew, I was like, man, fuck this. I'm finna work out by myself, be focused, stay in my room, and now I'm like, okay, I can't do that. My niece needs me. My family needs me. I can't isolate like that. That's not, you know what I'm saying? I have to kind of talk to myself through that and talk to you guys. You know, so anyway, I know I kind of was rambling. I'm glad you guys give me the space to do that and talk to you. You know, this is not some pre-made, pre-rehearsed type of thing. I want you to be on this journey with me as I'm here in Mobile, as I'm here, because it's going to be a daily process. Healing is a daily process, and it's going to look different every day. That's the price you pay being conscious. When you come somewhere and you feel like you sticking out like a sore thumb, I already stick out like a sore thumb. I already feel like I speak another language. I'm going to show y'all that picture when we went out to eat. I got a fruit cup, and they had fried shrimp and, you know, this and this and this, and, you know, patty milk, burger, and I had strawberries, pineapples, kiwi, fruit cup. I know how I get. I get in the zone. Sometimes ignorance will inspire you. You should let the ignorance inspire you. It made me hungrier because I see I need to make a way for myself and for them. You know, I need to. I can't afford to not do what I'm divinely led to do. Act on ideas and creations that are inside of me to create new ways to help people, to create a solution. You know, I'm right here thinking about how to help my family with these meals, people that are transitioning. This is a real thing, even though I don't really want to deal with it like that. But I'm like, let me just help people. My niece wants to cook. She's a cooker. You know, she's a cooker. She's an amateur chef, but she's a baker. And I'm like, I cook. I've been doing this vegan meal thing. I've been doing a transition thing. I've been country all my life. I know how it is. So I'm like, you know what? It was inspiring me. Because I'm like, here it is. I got to do this for other people. And I know my book, the cookbook, is going to be about meals. It's going to be just basic meals for breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and things that you can do under $20, because I like to keep it cheap, fast, accessible, and affordable. And also having recipes and having some information in there about detox and what types of things you can add to your foods now. Like that type of information, we should incorporate that into our recipes, into our cooking, into what we eat every day. That's what I'm starting to see. Is what we are centered around as a people. Food is a huge part of our culture, but it's a huge part of how we are, you know, destroyed as well. And so I see it's what we're centered around. We can eat, but we need to have a culture around healing. Meals that heal, fitness, walking. This sedentary lifestyle is too common. And again, that's that toxic pattern. We gonna eat and eat and eat, but ain't nobody said as a family, okay, so which mountain are we gonna climb? Which bikes are we gonna ride today? You know, where are we going to the gym as a family? Where's the family membership? You know what I'm saying? We got a Planet Fitness literally, like, ain't even no sidewalks like that, but we could really walk to this Planet Fitness. But we drove to it. Thank you. Yeah, she said, I'm sure you will influence someone while you're there. Curiosity is what will do. It will. And people will notice, it's an energy, and I can't make people move at my pace, but I can make the way out. I can create some solutions for them and do it with grace and patience, and know that I'm the same person. These people are my blood. Your bloodline. That's a part of my spirituality, is being connected to your bloodline, the importance of your bloodline. So family really is everything. It ain't no Jesus, this person, that person. It's actually your family. That's what African spirituality teaches us. It's about nature, spirits, and ancestor. And when we start breaking down nature, we talking about the actual elements, some actual spirits, and your actual ancestors, people that you were connected to, that you've come back as an ancestor. That is the crux of my belief system in African spirituality. So a part of that, and the biggest component of that, is healing family. Europeans, Catholicism, or even just that westernized way of thinking is individualism. You get you together, I'm gonna do me. No, but the African way of life and being African-centered, our people, our ancestors knew that it's about community, it's unity, it's family. Family was the original means of protection. That was our original purpose for family. It was for protection. So I'm here to be fortified so that I can have a stronger family. I can't do that without healing the issues within my own, all right? And my past, how we communicate. I can't keep running away, or else I'm going to continue that pattern in all of my relationships. None of my relationships are going to work. None of your relationships are going to work unless you really face your toxic stuff in your life, your family, yourself. And if you're one of those people that feel like you ain't got nothing to face, you're probably one of the sickest ones. You're probably one of the most toxic. I used to let that bother me, but I said, forget them. I don't even let that bother me no more. I heard some people say that in my family, and it's so unhealthy that we act like that. Oh, I just don't let that bother me. Air sign people, I know it's Gemini season, Geminis, Aquarians, Libras. Let me tell you something. That air, keep it pushing. It ain't that deepness. That's good up until a point. Until we start talking about spiritual and genetic trauma, it ain't about just keeping it light and not talking about it and talking about everything else but that, and running away and skirting away and laughing over it. It's not about that. It's about going into the depths. It's about going into the deep and going into truth. And maybe that truth is going to galvanize and be so polarized, and that truth is going to be very sobering to some people and upset and disrupt. That's what Sagittarius are, and we disrupt some shit with the truth. So air signs, Geminis, it's 50% off for you all month long. I would love to give you a reading. I couldn't dare tell my family that I do natal chart readings. They be like, okay. I think that's why they don't say a lot too. Like they don't know what the fuck to say. Natal chart, what the fuck? As far as they know, it's devil worship. But I'll be doing my devil worshiping sessions, 50% off, and we can talk about things. I know a lot of people have questions about compatibility, and I will tell you, I saw a lady ask a question. She was a Taurus, and she asked about a Pisces. I'll tell you, when it comes to elements, some elements can be harmonious, but the people may not be. So when it comes to compatibility, ask your ancestors if they're compatible for you. If you don't have that connection with your ancestors, you need to get one. And also, it's nothing wrong. Yes, you can look at the elements. Those elements are harmonious, but I don't know that nigga, and I don't really know you. So it don't matter if you're a Taurus or a Pisces, and if you compatible, baby, if you coonish, if that's not a nigga that's worth fucking with, what good does it do to tell you that, yeah, his water is compatible with your earth? Because your silly ass is going to go off and make your pussy decisions based off what I said. Don't do that. You need to base it off of, is he on code? Is he have high protective provider instincts? There are other qualifications where you need to be looking at, is he a high quality mate, period? Is he a high quality man, period? And then we'll look at those birthdays too. Look at the birthday and then look at the other qualifications, and then bring all of those things to your ancestors. That's the way you do that. So I don't like people that want to halfway interact with me, don't want to set up a session with me, but want to ask me for a blanket answer. That ain't no blanket answer, girl. You better manage your pussy properly. Manage it in such a way, and you get this game. Look at him from all other qualifications. Y'all fucking with niggas that ain't got a pot to piss in nor a window to throw out hollering about, but we astrologically compatible. And he a coon. He don't even really like himself. He ain't never wrote a business plan a day in his life. But y'all astrological signs compatible. Girl, get out of here. He don't even practice the Second Amendment right. He can't get you off your soul crushing job. Y'all can't come up with a plan of how you gonna build a black empire. Y'all ain't even broke no bread since you been knowing the nigga. So don't come ask me some retroactive advice after you done already gave up your precious goods to the nigga. You done fucked him, and now that you see that it ain't really about shit and you still doing the same shit, you want to see, are we compatible? But see, the compatibility, it was a lot deeper than what you thought. Please go there with it. But we can still talk compatibility, and it's even deeper than that. You got a sun sign, a moon sign, a rising sign. You got a Jupiter position. You've got a Venus position. My Venus position is in Capricorn. That means that my relationships, my ideal relationship is a partnership. Capricorns are about work, or about business, or about practicality. I'm about being practical. What are we working on? What we doing? And I'm a Sag, and I'm going to tell you what it is. And I'm Pisces, I'm going to be emotional with the shit, and sensitive, and spiritual, and empathic, and I'll be a counselor. And psychic with the shit. You have to take all of those things into account. So when people ask me blanket questions about, oh, I'm Taurus, and he's Pisces. Okay. Are you even a black intellectual? Who cares? So let me get out of here, guys. I love you. You ain't gonna set me up with no fresh pack though. Y'all niggas is too scared here in Mobile, honey. Child. Just be like, all right, give me your address. I'ma just come out, drop the fresh pack under the mat, and I'ma leave just so you can get right. No pressure. Like, can we do that? Don't you know? I'm like, you know, I may not know. You know, it's people think I'm somebody and I can't really be me and all this type of shit. Like, thank you, Capricorn, all day. Well, what are you doing? How can I help you? That's what Capricorn says. How can I help you? Boom. That's the GOAT. They get to the top. That's why they're the greatest of all time. And those Geminis, they go. They fast. They like, oh, okay, I thought you was doing a detox thing this month. Oh, okay, we doing, yoga, high yoga this month. We doing some high hiking. Okay, all right. You got the cookbook. Okay, we doing the cookbook. Okay, we ain't doing the cookbook. Like, they can go whatever, wherever. And I appreciate my Geminis for that. But again, for the air signs, I will tell you, please be careful not to trivialize things, not to just write things off, and not to think you know it all. Ooh, that's something that y'all really, really suffer with. Geminis, you know it all. Because Geminis actually are smart. I call them genius Geminis. You actually are very smart. Aquarians, anybody in February, anybody in June, those Geminis and those Libras, yeah, they're smart as shit. But when it comes to those things that are of the spirit, of the soul, of the body, you don't know everything, baby. Yes, you're faster than the average person, but speed doesn't mean accuracy. You have speed, air signs, but sometimes that fire sign and that water sign, like that Scorpio, can study and be strategic over a long period of time. But you may want to go fast. But that strategizing Cancer water sign and that strategizing loyal, long, waiting it out to the death Scorpio will outlast you. So you have to think about those elements and how they come into be and how they come into fruition, how they manifest in personality types and traits and temperaments. So I'll get out of here. Leola, what's your birthday really quick before I go? She said, I'm always saying, what's next? Where we going? How we build? Leola, are you Capricorn? Yes, honey. So, yeah, let me know what your birthdays are. If you are Gemini, I would love for you to sign up for a session. If you want to really get a hold of why life is happening a certain way, how you can maximize your gifts, your talents. If you are a business owner, this is a really good way to see, why do I do the things I do? How do I make my brand more authentic? That'll help you understand how you can do things better when you know what your strengths are, what your gifts are. And a lot of times people don't know their natal chart. It's the GPS for you, what's good for your life, and where you should go, and who's right for you. It even gets specific about your health. All right, so what you say, you're right. I'm glad you're here. Oh, awesome. I think you that Gemini, too. Yeah, I love my Geminis. Woo, woo, woo. Somebody said, you need me to come get you right out. Look, it ain't like I don't have money, but it's just like hospitality. I'm really big on hospitality, and it just seemed like nobody really had me. That nigga was spraying his money and couldn't even get his auntie or whoever I was supposed to be to him. I don't know. You just supposed to do that off GP, but you spraying money, nigga. And you couldn't get this woman a fresh pack in your car. You just, ugh. Okay, you're a Capricorn. Awesome. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, hit me up or She said, I want a session. What's the Cash App? I know that's right. $Art Kathy. Or you can send me a message. If you want to send me a message to artkathy@yahoo or artkathy@gmail, you can do that. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm actually going to be bringing out some content. My father is somebody, as you know, I didn't know. I met him one time. And so when you come back to your father's place, it's so important for you to get the stories from other people. And I actually have a very dynamic matriarch in my family that my father was married to. And it was her first husband, her first love was my father. But honey, it was a tumultuous, crazy relationship. My father being a womanizer. The way he did, the way she is, she's a TV radio star, this woman. She actually used to sing background with Otis Redding. Her name is Loretta Williams. Look her up. But she's a pastor here, and I want to let her tell her story. She's even written a book. This woman is, I think, 78 years old. She's written a book, and this is my grandma, but this is my father's first wife. She's not blood related, but she is my brother's mother, and I would love for her to share her story. So I'm going to be doing a live session with her so she can talk. I was floored when I was listening to her talk about how she was pregnant, and it was just so much I got out of just her conversation about talking about my father, what it was like, how much hell she went through. It was better than a TV miniseries. I'm gonna call it the unsung. Unsung don't have nothing on this lady. Her story needs to be told, and I'm just glad that I'm here and I can offer my platform to anybody willing to listen, because a lot of times we have resources for our elders, and it's up to you to use your resource for your elders. Don't have your elders, your nieces, your nephews out in the street looking for people to put them on. You put your people on. You don't know what you've been sent there to do, and you hoarding what you could do for them. You hoarding those business ideas, that knowledge that you have, because you just don't want to be bothered. We've been programmed to be like that in the black community, and I felt like, well, shit, fuck my family. I'll just go build with other people. But after a certain point, that's a fundamental violation to your ancestors, not to feed and sow seeds into the next generation. That's a violation. So I have to do better than that. I'm like, no, I'm going to use such as I have, I give unto you. This lady then asked me if I can introduce her to Tyler Perry. They going here and there and everywhere. And I don't want them getting strung around and getting hopes of it, TV and this and that. They got big dreams. And I'm like, listen here, I'm going to use what I have to help you. This lady already asked me if I can get her a meeting with some people at Tyler Perry. Because I'm the Atlanta auntie. Is that not cute? I don't know Tyler Perry, baby, but I got maybe about 12,000 people or so that would love to hear your story. And, and we got so much music in my family. She's a singer. She done put out an album. She wants y'all to hear the album, everything. You know how it be with these black families. Y'all got to see this lady. And, again, she gives me the unknown things about my father that I've never heard. I never heard a woman talk about my father in this way. And it wasn't negative. It's positive to see my father and to see the good of him, to see the real of him. And I'm seeing myself in him too, in the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I can heal my ugly. And I'm seeing as much the ugliness, the stuff that I get to know about him, the more I learn about his personality, the more I see I'm exactly like him. Exactly like him. I'm on the exact same mission. You are on a mission where they left off. And so I have to get past my issues. I have to heal those demons inside of me. He didn't get to heal. Some of y'all are here to heal the demons that your grandmama and your mama passed on to you. You're going to have to heal it for your daughter. You're going to have to heal it for the next generation. And reverse those generational patterns. And we call them generational curses. So that's how we do it, by getting real and really going head first into these issues. And that's the price that you pay, being conscious. So hit me up if you guys have any questions. I appreciate your support so much. And I will talk to you guys soon.